to make this video. The narcissistic smirk, the narcissistic side-eye, the narcissistic look is used to control you, to excite your wounds, to excite feeling of rejection, to excite feeling of the spirit of not being wanted, spirit of dejection, if that's a word. But they use it to get a response out of us, to gauge where we are on our healing journey, to make us feel some type of way. Now, why I brought this video, why I want to talk about this video, is because this is connected to the video that these types are committed to not understand, to misunderstanding us. So we are constantly explaining ourselves, constantly trying to have them give us validation, have them agree with us, have them understand where we're coming from, but they never will understand, they never will agree, they never will give us validation, they will never make us feel heard, they'll never make us feel seen, because in fact they don't see themselves, because they have no identity. They are like a vampire looking into a mirror, nothing, there's no reflection there. In fact, we are the reflection by the response we give them. Now, even I fell victim to this because I was not expecting this. But hanging out in that skate park, or being there too much, familiarity does actually breed content. And the situation that this happened was basically when there was an argument between two ladies, and I stepped in to stop the argument. And as I was walking away from them, I made a comment, and one of the bystanders started attacking me about the comment that I made when I wasn't talking to him. I was talking melodramatically to a friend, and he jumped in. Now, that story went around, and then people started to look at me in some type of way, giving me the side eye, avoiding contact with me, giving me silent treatments, XYZ, narcissistic playbook, narcissistic Satan, their father, his coffee book that he gifted them on their birthday when they came here to Earth. Anyway, so the next day I was in that park, and this person, you know, kept their distance from me, and there were lots of people around. And then a following day I turned up and they were by themselves. You know, they always need people to gang up on us, and when they're alone they're just like little children, they don't know what to do. So on this occasion, this person greeted me, and it was just like, okay. And then I kind of kept my distance, and they were like doing this look and making a real effort to get conversation out of me, or talk to me, or involve me in their conversation. I just tried to keep my distance. And the following day I saw this person, and they came up to me and they just said to me my government name. Called me by my government name. Now in that park, I use a nickname. Most of us skaters, we all like have a nickname. We all use a name. We all use some sort of tag or name, a skate name, or we're known by a certain name. Like one young lady's known by the name Blue. One guy is known as like Manix. Another guy might be known as called Storm. You know, there's all these names. I have a name. We all have names. And she called me by my government name, and she wanted to gauge my response, and she kind of did this smirk, like, aha, I got you now, sort of thing. And I said to her, I asked her, like, what was that? Like, why did she call me that? What did she call me? And she told me, responded again. She's like, oh yeah, I know your name. I goes, yeah, but did I tell you my name? And she was like, no. I goes, oh yeah, I found out your name. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I waited. I didn't say anything, but in my mind I was like, I need to, you know, I had to bring this up. Like, this girl's gone over my boundary. I need to like ask her what she's trying to achieve from this. This is what you should do. Actually, you should actually like literally just approach them and say, what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to excite? What emotionally trying to highlight in me? So I asked her. I said, do you want to ask me something? Like, straight up, I just asked her. And I go, because you call me this name, and it's, you know, I thought it was a bit weird. And she's like, oh no, I wasn't trying to do anything. I wasn't trying to get you know, anything out of you, blah, blah, blah. She denied it. And then I said to her, because it comes across like you've been talking about me, you've been trying to find out information about me. You know, obviously I was trying to talk about the smear campaign and the rumor mill, and she completely denied it. That being said, we were talking about something completely different the same day, and she was saying, oh, these people that are always doing the same thing, they need to look at themselves and victimhood. And it just kind of felt like she was sideways talking about my past and the narcissistic relationships I have been in. But she was just talking, and as she said all of this stuff, I just stayed completely silent. I didn't give her any validation. I didn't agree to anything that she said, because I knew what she was doing. But the video, it was mainly the look she gave when she told me my name, and how I was a little bit in a shock state, and her face was like really happy, really smiley. And even though we made up and everything was fine after that, when I see her again, in fact, I've kind of avoided going there and being around these sort of toxic people that just drain your energy. But I don't feel yeah, that I want to be around that sort of thing. So I'm kind of like limiting the times that I spend sort of being in those scenarios with those type of people, because I don't see it being positive for my mental health. Yeah, so I had to do that. But I wanted to make that video because that video has reminded me of so many narc smirks that I've seen in the past, and I didn't know what was going on. I've seen from ex-partners, from lovers, from people that I've had situationships with, where then we'll be staring out the window, smoking a cigarette, doing this narcissistic smirk. The smirk is so scary. I couldn't even give you a demonstration of the smirk. It's a really like evil side eye. It's a side eye, but it's just like really evil. Like, I know what you did last summer, or I got you, or like plotting some kind of your demise. You know, that's the sort of look that I can try to describe it. But you can talk in the comments and talk about when you got this smirk from these people, but it's just another way of them to get a reaction, to scare us, to get some emotion out of us. It's important for us to try to remain calm and stoic. I wasn't even calm. I asked her, but even when it first happened, I was a little bit taken back by that, and I think I kind of froze at first, because it's not something that you deal with every day. The last sort of couple of years, I've kind of been away from most people in the dysfunctional narcissistic group, so I have been on my healing journey. I've been just focusing on sort of my career, focusing on my hobbies, and just like been living pretty good life. So it's the first time that for them, their mask slipped. It was the person showing me who they really are. They've been telling me all along who they really are, but I was not listening. They've been telling me that they suffer from BPD. They've been telling me they suffer from this and that, telling me they're neurodivergent. But they were showing, the mask that they were wearing was so attuned to me, talking about God, talking about, high vibration, abundance, and all this sort of stuff. But I really did see the mask slip and the true colors of this person, this cretin. So now I've just had to make a mental note of it, and now I can look to just limit the time that I spend around that person and those type of people, because I enjoy that pastime. I enjoy going to that place and practicing my skills, but I don't want to be around people who make me question or make me feel any type of way. But I wanted to make a video about that because this smirk thing is something you're gonna come across a lot of the time. You're gonna come across it with colleagues at work as well. Colleagues will try to get you to feel not wanted, make you to feel sad or second rate, or they'll try to get information out of you. They'll try all these tactics, but I want you to try your hardest to not let it affect you. Try and just be calm, try to ignore it. And if it's really something, I want you to sort of address it straight out. Ask them, do you want to ask me something? Is there something you want to say? What are you trying to achieve by this? Just ask them a question that's really like hard driving, straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush, and make them, whatever they're giving you, give it back, straight back to them. My you will see that majority of them are cowards. Most of them will not give you the answer that you may want. They won't give closure as well. They won't they will act like that it was your fault, it's not real. So sometimes you can even just ignore it. They will just dodge it, do everything in their power to dodge it. But I want you just to speak on that. Speak in the comments about the narcissistic smirks you've had when it happened, and try to describe it in the best way you think you can. Anyway, speak soon. Peace.